didn't even know about the second set of 10 commandments.
That is actually the set of 10 commandments that we're supposed to follow, because Moses smashed the first set.
Okay.
And then
supposedly.
Right. If he existed at all, obviously.
My drunken air quotes for the people that are listening.
But he supposedly smashed the first set, so the only set that we have to go on is the second set, which it doesn't translate into fucking reality. Like, none of it does.
Yeah, so where did the one that we use come from?
Exodus 20. I'm fairly sure in the narrative that it was written on the first set of plates that he broke.
You know there was no plates, right?
Dude, I don't even think the dude existed.
Neither do I.
Moses did not. He's just a story. Well, sorry, where in the Bible do you know the verses for the second?
Exodus 34, and then hang on, give me a second.
You start reading the Bible, I'm going to Exodus. Just so you know.
In Exodus 28, or Exodus 34, verse 28, it says, "And he, capital He, which means God, wrote on the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 commandments."
David, he is so American. He is so American. He is using fast food restaurant flyers as bookmarks in his fucking Bible. You are so Southern, it's not even fucking funny.
That's great, dude. That's great. Isn't.
Anyways. I don't know. We didn't have to have a long discussion on this. I wanted to bring it up.
I wanted to take honestly, okay, everybody knows I haven't read the Bible.
Okay.
Not everybody, but I haven't read the Bible. I find it very boring. I tried twice. I'm dyslexic, so it takes me a long time to read anyways. And if it's boring, it's not really my thing to read. So I didn't know that there was two sets of 10 commandments.
There really aren't. There's just the one, but the ones that are portrayed like in our courthouses and whatnot, that's not the set of 10 commandments.
Okay.
That's 10 of the 613 commandments, but that's not the 10 commandments.
Okay.
When you do the 600 and something, is that the whole, all the Mosaic laws? Is that what it's referring to?
In the entire Bible, I believe it's 613 total.
Okay, yeah, okay, I get that.
But apparently that was the 10 commandments that were on the first plates that he fucking broke because he threw a fucking tantrum because he's a bitch.
Could you imagine? They go to the courthouse and they're like, "We follow the 613 commandments here, boy. Thou shalt not cook a goat in its mother's blood."
Because that's a thing.
Because that's
right?
exactly what I was going to do. They're like, "Don't you be wearing two different sets of fabric or you're going to burn. Don't you eat the red lobster. Okay, I happen to like shrimp. You can go fuck your own ass with another motherfucker."
By the way, the firstborn, and that doesn't just mean your children, it means the firstborn of everything is mine.
Damn it. And Chris, sorry, so this is Phil, just to be clear for our viewers, this is Phil Robertson, not Pat Robertson.
Right.
So, and where did he say this? Was that at some kind of event?
He was endorsing Cruz, actually.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't mention the fucking candidate once. Okay, maybe once or twice, but in the 13 minutes that he was talking, he barely mentioned the fucking candidate.
Well, because the candidate is Jesus.
Well, obviously.
Incarnate, right? According to Papa Cruz. My son is going to be is Jesus on the earth.
Booger. Did you guys see that?
What?
Teddy ate a booger. Did you guys see that?
No.
It's really stupid. Look it up. He a booger ends up on his
No, totally. When I was chatting with Corinne, I told her, what the fuck is on his lip? It's
Oh, I did see that.
A booger?
Yeah.
Look it up online. Cruz eats booger. Look it up right now.
It's there once, and then he speaks, and it's gone.
It's gone. So he gave a quick little. Oh.
Someone in his earpiece is still close.
It looked like a fucking moth flew into his mouth or something.
Could you imagine? The radio frequency? Mayday! Mayday! Booger on your lip! Booger on your lip! Eject tongue! Eject tongue!
Well, okay.
Okay.
Let me make a real quick point, and then we can fucking move on to the game or whatever. Or Dave's thing. Motherfucker, I forgot what I was going to say.
You never have.
No, I did have a point.
10 Commandments, Phil Robertson.
Okay.
Speech.
Okay. So the the Christians that they'll fucking stand on their fucking chair, fucking scream and bitch that people want the damn 10 Commandments out of, the fucking courthouse where it absolutely does not belong, but it's not even the real 10 Commandments.
Mm.
That's all I was going to say about that.
Yeah. Get your facts straight, bitches.
But they're like what they're arguing isn't real either, right? So God isn't real, Jesus isn't real, the imaginary stories.
Well, let's tie. Philip Robertson was just having a speech. We can sit him down and ask him, show us how the Constitution was based on these so-called 10 Commandments. Which 10 Commandments? What?
Jesus. That's all.
Yeah. Well, tell us, give us an argument on why you think they're related, and maybe we could talk. But if you're just going to go on a speech and just assert that it is, well.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You actually think that Phil Roberts knows what fucking Constitution says?
I want to know. I want to get him on. That's why. If you're a journalist, you go and you ask him questions and give him enough rope to hang himself. If he can make a good argument, let him. But if he's
stupid, hung himself before, and they still give him rope. The motherfucker talked about going into atheist homes.
Oh, I know, yeah. But you heard what he said though. It didn't even make sense. I don't know. I know people buy that shit, but if you really look at what he says, it's so obvious that it didn't make sense, right?
Yeah, of course it did. Yeah. Neither does this.
Let's go point by point with the generally accepted 10 Commandments.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see which ones kind of match up to reality. Okay. I'm the Lord your God. You shall not have any gods before me.
No. That contradicts the
Absolutely
First
not.
Amendment. Establishment of God.
You shall not make any graven images.
Free speech.
The Catholic Church, the entire Catholic Church, that's all they do is they make graven images.
Yes, icons and saints and pictures of saints and
you can't tell people can't do that.
You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain.
Free speech.
In some instances, it is illegal to swear in mixed company.
Okay. I guess maybe there could be some blasphemy laws that are they're not really constitutional, but whatever.
Right, but no one is ever going to go to jail because of that in the United States or Canada.
No.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. People work on Sundays all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Honor your mother and your father. It's generally a good idea, to get along with your parents.
Unless your mother and father are cons.
Right. But again, that's not a fucking law.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You shall not kill. Well, fucking duh. You shall not commit adultery. Now, in some states, that is illegal. No one's going to get fucking prosecuted for it, but...
Well, but let's talk about what adultery actually is. Because in religitard language, there's a whole bunch of different versions of adultery.
Right. There's looking at someone with lustful eyes. Or actually, going downtown on them.
Some is having sex out of wedlock, and then some is cheating on a spouse. So, what adultery are we actually talking about here?
I'm willing to say okay, they mean, actually fucking.
Okay, but fucking if you're married or fucking beforehand?
Fucking. Okay, if you're married and you're fucking someone else. Okay, I'm willing
That's
to.
That's definitely a good idea not to do that.
Yeah.
And
okay.
we've already saw, couples have made their own morality on this issue, right? There's swingers, there's people who are in triads.
But it's generally adultery, like cheating on somebody is generally.
Given that, I'm not going to argue with that. Given that you come to agreement, you talked about, you say we're going to be monogamous and exclusive, then you shouldn't be. That's like lying.
Right. I was talking more about the, okay, you can lie to your spouse and you can get in trouble with your spouse, but no one else is going to prosecute you for it.
The state, it's not the state that's bringing its force down on you,
So, the next one is, you shall not steal.
Yeah.
Okay, because that does damage to other people.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're starving. If you're starving, steal.
Yeah, okay. I will agree with that.
Okay.
Okay, you shall not bear false witness. Okay, in some situations, yeah. If you're sworn in and you're on the stand.
Or if you're in Nazi Germany and the Germans come to your door and asking for the Jews that you have hidden underneath your stairs, then you're going to bear false witness.
Yeah, okay. But again, lying is not generally a crime in the United States or Canada.
Perjury. Well, except for perjury.
Perjury is what I was talking about.
Okay. I think in general you want to try to be honest, but again, it's not black.
Well, yeah.
It's nuance.
Because in both countries, even under oath, you can plead the fifth.
In which countries?
Both the U.S. and Canada. In court, you can plead the fifth. It wouldn't be the fifth. It wouldn't be pleading the fifth here, but you could say nothing.
Yeah, because right against self-incrimination.
Yeah. And in the U.S., you would say, I plead the fifth, and here you would just say, I choose nothing.
But generally, it's not a crime to lie.
Yes, I agree.
And this last one is such a fucking joke, it's not even funny. Okay, it's a little funny. You shall not covet. That's what the fucking economy is based on.
That's capitalism incarnate, right? Like,
yeah.
Wanting what your neighbors have.
Yeah.
Doing better for yourself so you can get more,
The Jones
effect. Job.
The Jones effect.
And I won't even dignify the second fucking list.
No, I don't want to hear that. It didn't even make sense at first. It's like fucking gibberish.
It was clearly at the time. It was clearly made by people in the times, Bronze Age, Stone Age people that didn't really know much about philosophy and morality, and that's what their whole world was, like sheep and cattle and superstition.
Yeah,
it's so funny that we so advanced adhere to these Stone Age, Bronze Age. Is it Stone Age or Bronze Age? I've always gotten.
Okay, so there's two separate things there. Mm-hmm. There's Stone Age, then there's Bronze Age.
Yeah.
Iron Age.
And the Bible. What is the Bible?
The Bible is definitely not Stone Age.
Yeah.
Bronze Age.
Bronze Age. Okay, that's what so that's replaced all my. That's what I mean. It's a bunch of Bronze Age people with their morality and
like taking anything they say seriously at fucking all.
Well, it's funny that you said that it's not clear to a lot of people, You said it's clear, but it clearly isn't clear,
Yeah, I don't understand how it's not fucking clear.
Like, I don't know how anyone can read Exodus 34 and say, maybe I shouldn't, boil a baby goat in its mother's milk, because that's new information,
Crazy.
There's the truth claim, and also there are people, I'm guessing that a lot of these people have lots of cognitive dissonance going on, or they don't think about it. There's a claim that what's in this book is true, and they have to
or
obey
they
it.
think about it, and they're just evil cunts, and they want to boil shit.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like we pick and choose, right? Those people pick and choose what they want to obey. They will eat shrimp, and have tattoos, but then they'll choose to stone adulterers or beat kids if they disobey. And so,
I don't get like, okay, where do they store this? Where do they store this information? Like the fourth commandment, like